Afghan Civil War. Mullah Omar was an Afghan mullah and mujahid commander who led the Taliban and founded the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in 1996. Omar attended Jamia Ulumul Islamia, a seminary in Karachi, Pakistan. In the 1980s, he returned to Afghanistan and joined the Afghan Mujahideen in their war against the Soviet Union and the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. He founded the Taliban movement in 1994, and by 1995 had captured much of southern and western Afghanistan. After the Taliban seized the Afghan capital of Kabul in September 1996, Omar was proclaimed as the head of the Supreme Council of Afghanistan. In this capacity, Omar acted as the country's head of state. During his tenure as the head of the Supreme Council, Omar seldom left the city of Kandahar and lived a reclusive life. He ordered the destruction of the Buddhas of Bamiyan in 2001. Omar became wanted by the United States government after being accused of harboring Osama bin Laden and other al-Qaeda militants after the September 11 attacks against the U.S. Following the U.S. invasion of Afghanistan in 2001, Omar was deposed as head of the Supreme Council. He secretly fled his residence in Kandahar and then directed the Taliban insurgency against NATO-led forces and the new government of Afghanistan. He handed over control of operations to his defense minister in December 2001 and slipped into hiding in Zabul province, though it was sometimes mistakenly thought that he moved to Pakistan. Omar died of tuberculosis in Zabul on the 23rd of April 2013. Taliban leaders kept his death secret for 2 years until it was revealed in July 2015 by Afghanistan's National Directorate of Security. According to most sources, Omar was born sometime between 1950 and 1962 in a village in Kandahar province, Kingdom of Afghanistan. Some suggest his birth year is 1950 or 1953, or as late as around 1966. According to a surprise biography published by the Taliban in April 2015, he was born in 1960. His exact place of birth is also uncertain. One possibility is a village called Node near the city of Kandahar. Matinuddin writes that he was born in 1961 in Node village, Panjwai district, Kandahar province. Others say Omar was born in a village of the same name in Uruzgan province. In Omar's entry in the UNSC's Taliban sanctions list, Node village, Rahawad district, Uruzgan province, is given as a possible birthplace. Other reports say Omar was born in 1960 in Nori village near Kandahar. Single quote. Nori village, Mewan district, Kandahar province, is a second location suggested in Omar's entry in the sanctions list according to a biography of Omar published online by the Taliban in April 2015. He was born in 1960 in the village of Char-i-Himmat in Khakres district, Kandahar province. It has also been mentioned that Sangaza was his home village. Better established than Omar's place of birth is that his childhood home was in Rahawad district, Uruzgan province, having moved to a village there with his uncle after the death of his father, an ethnic Pashtun. He was born in conservative rural Afghanistan to a poor landless family of the Hotik tribe, which is part of the larger Ghilzai branch. According to Hamid Karzai, Omar's father was a local religious leader, but the family was poor and had absolutely no political links in Kandahar or Kabul. They were essentially lower middle-class Afghans and were definitely not members of the elite. His father Mawlavi Ghulam Nabi Akhund died when Omar was young. According to Omar's own words, he was 3 years old when his father died, and thereafter he was raised by his uncles. One of his uncles married Omar's mother, and the family moved to a village in the poor Rahawad district, where the uncle was a religious teacher. It is reported that they lived in the village of Devanawak, close to the town of Rahawad. Omar went to Karachi, Pakistan, in 1979 to study at Jamia Ulumul Islamia, the city's premier seminary for Orthodox Sunni Muslims. Some sources have said Omar attended Darul Uloom Haqqaniya in northwestern Pakistan, where numerous other senior Taliban leaders studied. But Sami ul Haq, the leader of Darul Uloom Haqqaniya, said that he did not know of Omar until 1994. Despite his political rank and his high status on the Rewards for Justice Most Wanted list, not much was publicly known about him. Before his death, only one known photo existed of him. After his death, the Taliban released a newer and clearer photo showing Omar in his youth in 1978. Apart from the fact that he had a missing right eye, accounts of his physical appearance state that Omar was thin, strongly built and very tall. At around 2 meters, Omar was described as shy and non-talkative, like by the famed Afghan poet Abdul Bari Jahani, who visited him with academics and activists at the beginning of his rule, all applauding the system and security he brought, and remembers him as a tall and handsome man who listened in quiet. He had at least 3 W.